Look at this place we found. This is called Indian Bread Rocks. It's public lands.
It's Indian Bread Rocks recreation area. There's actually picnic tables down there.
Okay.
And then there's several parking spots for dispersed camping. It's free and it's just absolutely gorgeous.
So we're getting ready to go on a hike this morning. We met up with another couple. They are full-time, They are full-time in Zion, Roadtrek Zion, and they're a couple from BC, Canada, and they've been down touring the States. Anyway, we might go hike with them, but we're definitely going to chat with them later, so. So here we are on top of the world. We've got our Zion way over there, and then there's a second Zion way in the back. I know you can't see on this camera, but
And we're under a rock. We probably shouldn't even be under.
Probably not.
That's why you're sitting over there.
But we are.
He's like an audience.
We are up here with Kira and Logan, and they are in the full-size Zion down there. You guys are full-timers. Explain to us how you got into that. What kind of prompted the van life?
We were really lucky in real estate, and we were thinking about ways to kind of make more of our time. We were looking at downsizing or going off-grid and things like that, and we had probably considered van life once upon a time. When we actually decided to do it, it kind of all happened really fast.
And you'd looked into other things like tiny houses.
Yeah, tiny houses, off-grid,
Farmland.
kind of started looking into it. It happened really fast. We were looking into Roadtreks, found the Zion, and then found you guys, and we're researching. You guys were our research tool. And then, we made the choice to do it, and left pretty good jobs. And
so it wasn't a matter of like, oh, I hate my life, because we hear so often it's like, I was just stuck in the 9 to 5 and my job was terrible. I just had to do something and get away. That wasn't your case. You really both enjoyed your jobs, and you just felt like your time could be more wisely spent adventuring.
Yeah.
That kind of
and I think since we've done it, the people that we've met, we meet a lot of people who are retired or who are snowbirds, and like across the board, everybody says they wish they would have done it when they were younger. So
how long have you guys been in the van?
We just passed our 100-day anniversary.
Yay.
102 days now.
102 days.
And no end in sight. You're in the States for 6 months?
6 months,
okay.
Legally, we're allowed to be here for 6
Yeah.
months, so we're going to leave right when we have to.
2019 now is a whole other thing to think about, but again, not with much of a plan. But my sister's getting married in Ireland, so we're kind of trying to think if we can transition this plan over there.
You totally can, yeah.
There's too many places.
I know! Isn't that what you're finding? Like, you're just getting started, and yet, could you go back to the same places you've already been and spend mass amounts of time in those areas and still not see everything,
But you
right?
won't.
Well, I think exploring leads to more exploring,
Yeah.
and I don't know when we'll be done,
I think
you know?
we get bored easy.
Yeah.
But-
like settling AD.
Yeah. But I think life's funny. I mean, if you'd have told us 4 or 5 years ago we'd be living this lifestyle, I'd have laughed. So I don't know where we'll be 4 or 5 years from now. Maybe we will find a place.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when people say, "How long do you think you're going to do this?" And I always say, "I guess until we don't want to."
Yeah.
And so.
Now, you have the full-size Zion. And this is your first RV you've had. Do you wish you would have gotten something bigger, or is the size working
I
out
think
for
it's
you?
perfect. I think we picked the perfect size vehicle for us.
Did you look at C's or
No,
even
not at all.
A's before?
Well, the day we found this, that was our really only time actually going out and looking at RVs at all. But as soon as we walked into it, I mean, we went looking at a popular 210. And when we walked into the Zion, like, he can stand up in it. The fridge was bigger, king size bed.
Yeah.
And they're really, like, they're nice. It's functional space, and I don't know, we live out of it. We don't
It's
live
got
in
the
it.
open concept kitchen.
And the
Yes.
open concept kitchen.
Well, that's exactly what you said is what we tell people. They're like, how can you live in such a tiny space? But that's not where we're living.
Mm-hmm.
We're
We're
living
living
here.
out of it.
Yeah, we're
This
living
is
in it.
incredible. Yeah.
And the times that we're like stuck in the van, I don't know. He sits in the front, probably, in the
Yep.
recliner chair in the front.
Like
I can be
3
in the
rooms
van.
away. The living
Exactly.
room, the kitchen,
Yeah,
and she's in the bedroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we don't feel. I mean, you do the van shuffle. There's
Yeah, we
times
call it
where
the van
that's-
dance.
The van
Yeah,
dance. Yeah.
I mean-
maneuvering the dog and 2 people around, but otherwise, once you're in there, you're fine.
What's your favorite way to camp? Like right now, we're in the free public lands. Is this more towards what you guys gravitate to, or you like? Yeah.
Yeah. But we did our stint in RV parks, and it's kind of like staying in a hotel. Like,
Yeah.
it's your chance to shower, do laundry, lay by the pool for a day or two. But especially traveling with our dog, having space, and then being like, this is what we want to do. We want to go wander around, hike a little bit.
Awesome. Well, you guys are an inspiration to people, especially people who are contemplating. There's so many people that think about this lifestyle and they look at it and they go, oh no, it's out of my reach, or it's only for old people.
Yeah, don't wait.
Or
Figure out a way and make it happen.
Yeah, life's pretty short.
yeah, like we were talking about, this lifestyle can be as expensive or as cheap as you make it.
Mhm.
I mean, you don't have to have a new vehicle. You can get any kind of clunker van and just
And
travel
people
around.
are building their own, and they're amazing.
Oh my gosh,
What
I
people are
know.
Like I always say, whatever your thing is, just do it.
When you're working 50 hours a week, you're working so you can go on vacation.
That's exactly right. And like you were saying, you guys never saw each other, opposite schedules or whatnot. And so your time was just it was just slipping away. And you guys weren't spending quality time together. So
Yeah, and it's basically like going from vacation to vacation. Every weekend I think about that. Like, we're in Utah and we're going to 5 different parks. We wait all year to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next week you're like, oh, now we're in Arizona going to all these parks and doing all these hikes. Somewhere totally different. That would be a year later.
Right.
in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. Don't you just feel blessed? I know we do. We just feel so fortunate to have found this lifestyle.
Were you guys both on board right away when you decided to hit
Well,
the road? Or?
I think the van was more my idea initially. I had grandparents growing up. They always had like those old Chevys with the white top,
Mhm.
and we never went camping in it, but they always had that. And I would hop in. We go to the store, we go to the restaurant, and I would ride with them. I just remember. I have fond memories of that. They'd always have soda in the fridge and candy, and
packs of
it's
soda.
just a warm fuzzy for me. And so I've always had that kind of idea in the back of my head that camper van would be awesome just to have as a vehicle, and so that's kind of where it started.
Yeah, I was all on board I grew up camping all the time, so I thought we would get a camper van, then we'd go off for a couple weeks here and there and go backpack and do this and that, but still have a regular home. It was a home base, and after 3 months in the van, I was like, I'm not ready to go back.
Now you guys decided right away. You sold all your properties and you just bought the van and just jumped right in. Yeah. So was that frightening, or you pretty much knew if that didn't work out, you could go do something else? Is that kind of what
Yeah,
you're
we already
feeling?
decided that that's what we were going to do, so I think we came to terms with it pretty quickly. I wasn't too scared anyway.
And
No,
family
I'm
and
gonna-
friends, were they a little terrified for you? Like, it's not secure. Like, where's your safety
Yeah, no
net?
one really
Like-
understands.
Yeah, they don't.
They're excited for us, I think, usually, but yeah, I think everyone was a little unsure of what we were doing, but
Yeah.
but no one
Giving
said
up your
don't.
house. And
Yeah, but no one ever was like, don't do it. That's a terrible idea.
Right.
And again, most people, I wish I could do that, or I wish I
I
could
had
make
the
that work,
courage, or yeah.
yeah,
And it's that mostly is
Right.
courage.
just deciding to do it.
Mhm.
hmm And I mean, we're lucky now, like there's social media, someone else has already done this, that it's not as scary.
Awesome. Well, thanks for sharing your story with us. And I'm positive we'll see you. You know, our paths are going to cross more than once.
Yeah,
That'd be
maybe
cool.
not.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think that'd be awesome. Bye! Today we're headed out of this Indian bread area.
Is it the Indian Bread Recreation Area?
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and we're headed to Chiricahua National Monument. I think that is. It's actually part of the same little mountain range here, but wonderful time with Kira and Logan. I just love meeting new people and, you know, learning from them because everyone's story is different, and I think they're a perfect example of, you know, if you're not happy with something, like they thought they could use their time more wisely and spend more time together, and they found a way to do it, you know.
One thing I thought was kind of unique about Logan and Kira was that they weren't unhappy with their jobs or their life.
I love that part of
they
it.
just wanted this more than that, and they weren't leaving like a bad job or anything, and so and they found a way to do it, and like so many people we meet do.
Yeah, society tells us to check these boxes, you know, get a good job and go to college and buy a house and have kids and get married, and more and more we're finding, of course we're out on the road with like-minded people, but you know, for a lot of people that does not equal success, you know.
Yeah, for some that's their perfect life, and for some it's not, and to step out of what most people think is normal is kind of cool.
Right, and it takes courage and basically a leap of faith. I mean, you're jumping into the unknown. Every day is an unknown out here, right?
Yeah, today's a big unknown because the road we came in on, we have about 3 or 4 miles of dirt road to get to the main road, which is supposed to, looking at Google Earth, should take us, it's like Apache Pass Road or something like that. We'll check later, but it's supposed to take us way over this rocky range that's part of that's part of the Chiricahua National Monument. If we don't take that road, we have to go way back out to I-10, drive way around, then come back into it. So we're taking a leap of faith, and we're going to drive right over this narrow, windy road and see what happens. Maybe a great road, may not be.
Stay tuned, catch us on the other side, see how this turns out. You know, the number one rule is don't rely on your Google Maps, but your navigation. Use common sense.
There would have been a day I would have said, it's too risky, let's just go this way.
Well, we'll at least check it out.
Now I'm like, that's part of the excitement of it.
Yeah,
the
we're
unknown.
like, what's on the other side? What's down this road?
As long as I don't have to back out too far.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys. Take care.
Let's go.
Bye. Oh my gosh! Hurry! Somebody help! You got it! Oh!